Iran's President Hassan Rouhani has told his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron that Iran doesn't seek a war with the US. According to the West Asian nation's news agency, Rouhani said that Iran has not any interest in increasing tensions in the Gulf and that it never seeks war with any country, including the US. In a telephonic conversation, Rouhani told Macron that Iran has always been committed to regional peace and stability and will make efforts in that respect. Meanwhile, Russia has said that it will urge the US and Iran to begin a dialogue.
Не бывает точек невозврата, хотя некоторым, наверное, хотелось бы такие точки создать. Но мы будем убеждать и наших иранских коллег, и американских коллег в том, что надо отойти от этой опасной черты, начать регулировать противоречия через цивилизованный диалог. Конечно же, это предполагает прекращение политики ультиматумов, санкций и шантажа.
And for more, we're now being joined by our West Asia Bureau Chief Daniela Pagani, joins us live from Amman in Jordan. Daniela, you have Iran now making a public comment about how it is not seeking war with any country, including the US. But at the same time, you also have Russia asking both the US and Iran to gather together for talks.
Yes, I think that among, so to say, the signatories of the Iran nuclear deal, France is perhaps the only heavyweight that can maybe favor dialogue between Iran and the United States of America. We need to keep in mind that as long as the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei, says that there is no space for dialogue, there will be no space for official dialogue. Even if Russia pitches in, Russia might not be the best broker between Iran and the US. It has very many separate issues with both the countries, so it might not be perceived by both of the two contenders as a good deal breaker, so to say. But France might be. It is important that the president of Iran and the president of France keep a continuous channel of dialogue. It is also to be said that Iran relies solely on the European Union and its members to try to figure out a way to get the nuclear deal running and not actually restart enriching uranium beyond the limits, which would create a disaster for Iran because it will bring back also the United Nations sanctions, plummeting the country in a deeper economic crisis than the one it is already suffering.
Right, and what do you think is going to happen from here on? Because less than 24 hours ago, you had both the countries trading barbs, US, asking, levying sanctions on Iranian supreme leader, and then Iran calling US mentally retarded. But the shades and the colors seem to be changing on a regular basis at this point in time.
The only way out of this is if one of the two countries walk back on some of the moves it is making. And unfortunately, under a political point of view, it doesn't really seem that any of the two countries is willing to do so. You correctly recall that President Donald Trump responded to the downing of a US drone by sanctioning the supreme leader, the foreign minister and commanders of the Iranian army. And Iran said that there is no more space for dialogue and called to the White House a place full of retarded people, certainly not kind words and not words that are favoring dialogue. So as of now, what we're seeing is a stalemate. The problem of this stalemate is that it is extremely toxic and flammable, I would say. It creates an unstable environment where anything, as we have repeatedly seen, can happen at any moment and can escalate further and go beyond control at a point.